Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about love and marriage, DC. When I tell you I'm so tired, I don't know why. Well, I do know why. We went out, we made a quick trip out of town yesterday. I didn't drive, but nonetheless, yeah, we made a quick trip out of town yesterday to go celebrate my grandmother. It was her birthday. Well, her birthday is actually tomorrow, but we went out to eat and stuff yesterday. Um, and I've been tired ever since. And I didn't drink nothing. But yeah, girl, I'm just kind of tired. But we're gonna push through because girl, we gotta get the, we gotta talk about the stuff. All right, y'all. So this is Love and Marriage DC. Quick is in the hospital. He now has something. Girl, I don't know. If I, girl, something wrong with him again, child. At first, it was his wrist. Now I think it's his vocal cords. Something. It's a word. They said the word a few times throughout the episode, but I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. So, girl, it's something wrong with him, child. He in the hospital. Um, Ashley, you know, went home to go get a bag just in case he had to spend the night. She had a conversation with the kids. I'm happy she had a conversation with her kids and not just kind of like lied about what was going on. You know, y'all around her calling the little boy a man. um, it was an age appropriate conversation. I mean, girl, I would rather her tell the kids, look, this is what's going on with daddy. He's in the hospital. It's with X, Y, and Z. He may have to spend the night. Um, yeah, and he may come home. Um, Ashley is pretty much kind of upset. I'm sorry, I'm with Ashley. Ashley do be right, low key. Not all the time, because Ashley do be wrong sometimes. But Ashley low key be right a lot of the time, in my opinion. Um, or maybe we just see the world through the same lens. I don't know. But she was kind of frustrated. She was upset because it's like, here we go again, right? You not taking care of yourself. Now we're, back at this hospital because, again, you don't want to take care of yourself. And so she was like, I kind of want to just show some tough love and just leave him in a hospital and not go see him and make him just figure it out on his own. But it is kind of like, girl, that is your husband, so you really, I mean, you can, but you know. But I was with her, like, Quick gonna have to do something because it's already bad enough that Ashley is going through what she's going through, right? And feeling the way that she's feeling. And she's already upset and crying about not getting enough sleep and all this stuff, right? And then here come you, girl, adding on top of what she already got going on. So he gonna have to get it together. Arena and Jamie. Girl, first of all, hey! Girl, when they was walking, I said, girl, where is they going? Girl, I was like, girl, that girl, they is going to kill her. I was like, yeah. Girl, the killer is inside, girl. Girl, I didn't know where they was going. I said, girl, what kind of back alley they at in Baltimore? Girl, I'm not going. Girl, as soon as we would have pulled up, I said, I'm not getting out the car. Girl, where y'all got me at? I ain't getting out. But one of her friends has a sex shop. Jamie says in the confessional that Arena can't get a dildo. I'm like, girl, what's wrong with getting a dildo? Because, girl, from what we understand, girl, you ain't giving her nothing. Now, this is no tea, no shade. Y'all know I like Jamie, and y'all know I like Arena. But, girl, we're going to have to call a thing a thing. I'm trying to figure out, girl, and somebody help me. Because sometimes, I get it wrong. I'm trying to figure out why Arena can't get something to please herself, if that's what she wants. Because the truth of the matter is, you ain't chicken to town. So, girl, from what I understand, last year, season 1, you referred to Arena as, like, having sex with your sister or something like that. Remember he said that? He said that like at Monique's cabin, remember? And then we found out through the mama having to tell y'all, having to make you go get some. So I'm just like, if you ain't gonna give her nothing, girl, at least let her get something on her own. Girl. But I was down for what the lady was telling Arena. Girl, it is best. Because we know the truth of the matter is, we're going to just call a thing, girl. These ninjas, they don't know what they doing. Girl, half of y'all be walking around here, been having sex since you was 14, 15, 16, ain't never had an orgasm until you turn 39, 40, 45, 55, 60. So, girl, we know that these Negroes don't know what they doing, okay? But it is true also in the same breath that you have to tell people what you like and what you don't like. So, girl, it's okay to, just have a night by yourself to just figure out, girl, what gets the engine going and what makes the car turn off. I be cracking myself up. Anyways, child. Oh, the videos. They have a conversation about Jamie. About how Jamie was talking to Arena the night before, or whenever her wig launch was. This is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Jamie and Arena, they were, I guess they, were kind of, good on, I guess they had made these TikTok videos. And they got some views. And then it sounds like the show started, and then Arena from the show has now, decided to use her platform, right? She's not going to be lazy like Toya or Sheree, just sit on TV and not try and do nothing. So now she's coming out with a wig launch, right? And so some of these things that they probably used to do is kind of taking a back seat. And so now you have Jamie, who is retired, right? He ain't got nothing to do. Does he still do his club stuff? Remember, he was like a club promoter last year, too. So it almost kind of feels like now Jamie is having to take a back seat to Arena. That's how these shows happen, right? Don't this sound familiar? They get onto these shows, and then these women start to try and get into their bag and, start to live out some of their dreams because now they have this platform, they have an audience, and then the husband start to get mad, low-key jealous, because now they may not be able to give them the attention that they used to prior to being on television. And then, girl, next thing you know, girl, they get a divorce. Jamie, they went on a double date. I'm just gonna kind of like go for it with something. Anyway, they went on a double date with the Silvers, and they were addressing him and the way that he starts to, for lack of a better word, behave when he then got a little liquor in his system. And I remember him saying on the double date that I can call people whatever I want. Because he called Arena a nobody. Arena basically was saying that she felt like he was jealous because now she has all this attention on her at her wig launch, and that you come up to me on some, and we're just gonna call a thing. It does give jealousy vibes, and I'm gonna tell you why. You have this lady at her wig launch, right, doing her thing. All the attention is on her, right, and then you come up at her wig launch, and it's basically on some, don't forget about me. Don't forget it. We still got to do these TikTok videos. It's giving very much jealousy. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? You come up to this lady on her night discussing some TikTok videos, probably because you was sitting in the back looking at everybody, looking at all the stuff going on, and you was like, she got this going on. She ain't even thinking about what we got going on. It's giving jealousy. And so he tells her, I supported you when you were a nobody. He really believes that because remember last year at the reunion, he said something about he created her. You could sit here and tell a table full of people, Arena, Jamie, and Ashley, that you could say what you want to say to people, right? But as soon as somebody tell you that you're jealous of them, then it's don't ever talk to me like that again. So it's okay for you to go around here and open up your goddamn mouth and say whatever you want to say to people. But as soon as somebody says something back to you or something that you want to hear, then all of a sudden you want to start checking. Does Jamie have a drinking problem as far as being in, see this is what people need to realize. You can have a drinking problem and not be an alcoholic, okay? You can have a drinking problem and not be an alcoholic. Jamie, the problem is what it sounds like to me and what it sounds like to the other people is that whenever you drink, there's a problem. Okay? Whenever you got a little cocktail to your goddamn lips, or as Marisol from Real Housewives of Miami like to call them, whenever you get a little cocky, girl, you start to act a little cocky. Okay? And you start to talk to people like they crazy. He thinks that just because a physical fight hasn't happened from him drinking, that means that it's not a problem. No, that just means that the person on the other end has enough restraint and sense to not let it go to the next level. Like, okay, I know the nigga is a little full right now. I know he done tossed back a few tonight, so I'm gonna let it slide because I know how he get, and I know how his mouth can get when he got a little Hennessy in his blood. Okay? So I'm gonna let it go. So just because you haven't gotten into a fight don't mean nothing. Again, it could be the other person who realizes that, okay, I know how he act. Because if you meet somebody just as ignorant as you, okay, then you might get into a little 1-2. Excuse me. Oh, Winter, her daughter, I think it's 21, so she's kind of happy. Looks like she has a good relationship with her daughter. That's still her daughter, but you could tell that she also probably respects her daughter as a young woman. She's 21 as a young woman, but still, that's my daughter. Excuse me. I'm still here to make sure that I lead her, make sure she don't run astray and get into some mess. But they're having a little wine. The little girl is in love. Little girl, she's 21. The young woman is in love. See, that's a young woman. Okay, y'all want to talk about young men, young women? That 21, that's a young woman. 21 is a young woman. That's a young woman. Anyways, she's in love with her boyfriend. His name is Kevin. They already have baby names. She ain't pregnant. Okay, but they already picked out baby names. Ain't nothing wrong with getting a little ring from the thrift store. Girl, I've been to a thrift store plenty of times and bought a little piece here and there, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with going to a thrift store. I've sold clothes to thrift stores, right? But I'm with Winter. We're gonna have to work on baby girls' expectations because ain't no man. Because they went to like a thrift store, a thrift convention or something, and I think he picked her out a ring. Girl, I'm with Winter. Like I said, girl, ain't nothing wrong with going to no thrift store. Girl, I've been to a thrift store, girl, hundreds of times. But girl, I wouldn't want my nieces to go to the thrift store with no man. Ain't no. Shout out to all the girls out there and boys who got a ring from the thrift store. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that for me and for Winter, girl, I wouldn't want my niece's man, to a woman, whoever they end up with, to be taking them to no thrift store getting a ring. Girl, you couldn't have went to Zales. You couldn't have went to Zales. Okay. Alicia and Ashley meet up. This is what I'm going to say. Alicia and Ashley are best friends. I know some people may think that it's a problem the way that they get together and cut up right because they were low key. They were low key talking about not low key. They were talking about Arena's setup at the party, at her party, not the party, at the wig launch. About how she pretty much duct taped some pictures on the girl. I'm not gonna lie. Girl, I never noticed that until they showed it. Like, girl, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's giving. If this is your wig launch, you would want to make sure that everything was together. Those pictures should at least have been in like, probably like a post, like like a post, like a not a poster board, like a frame. That's what I'm trying to say. At least like put it in a frame, hang the pictures on the wall in a frame, or put them in a frame and like put them on like what is it called? The art easel thing. You know what I'm talking about? Where you put like the what artists like paint and have them run around like just to get a print out some girl 12 by 12s and then girl slam them on the wall with some duct tape. Girl, it's giving a look, girl. It's giving a look, girl. And it coming from a woman like Arena who always is together. You know what I'm saying? You would kind of expect more. So I didn't see a problem with it. They just was having like best friend talk. I think that all of us have a best friend where even and that's another. We're gonna get into Joy in a little bit. I'm gonna say that for Joy. Anyways, they're just talking about Arena and whatever else is going on in the group. It's Joy and Cliff married. I'm assuming that they are. I'm assuming that she is because once I didn't really pay attention. Once once they asked her in the confessional, did she have a ring on her finger? I said she is married. Cause that ain't no wedding band. That was a diamond ring. That wasn't no wedding band. Oh no, that was an engagement ring probably. I just gotta configure. You don't keep. Okay, a wedding band. You get the wedding band at the wedding, right? The engagement ring is usually the one that has a diamond, right? Right? Okay, never mind. So Cherelle Black, Winter, and the new guy that she's I think dating in real life today. I think they all meet up at someone's house to do like a little cooking class, like a double date. Did y'all see Black's plate? Girl, I'm a foodie. My plate would have looked like Black's too, but y'all saw Black with that pastor's plate. I said, girl, he ain't gonna let girl. Black said this is real life. I said, girl, he could have at least took a little bit off. Right? Y'all on TV, you got food piled all on top of your plate, girl. Y'all saw when Black was about to embarrass Cherelle and ask for a to-go plate. Cherelle, no, she wanted. Cherelle! Girl, you know you wanted that food to go. Girl, talk about, no, leave it alone. We're not getting no to-go plate, girl. You know you wanted that food to go, okay? I will say, Winter Girl, from what it sounds like, you don't have the best track record when it comes to taking things slow with men. So hopefully, girl, this is the difference. Because from last time we heard, girl, the last nigga that was on the show, girl, girl, you up and got married and didn't even know where he lived. So, or something like that. But so we don't know. We just want you to take your time, Winter, Stormy, Snowflake, whatever they call her, girl. We like Winter. Ashley and Joy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say it. Joy does give a little phony. Joy gives a little bit of phony and fake. Because I'm going to tell you why. Ashley and Alicia, when Joy was talking about how Ashley and how Alicia, I guess, was talking, and I'm sure it was probably Ashley too, was talking about Cherelle's wig, she felt some type of way about that. With that being said, I also can understand it. Just listen to me. You have Ashley and Alicia who have been best friends for, I think, over 20 years. And just because you have a friend group, that I think I said this last week, just because you have a friend group doesn't mean you're going to like everything that your friend wears or does. So I could see how you could get with your other friends. And you probably even told your friend, girl, I ain't like that wig. Girl, I do not like that wig, girl. Why you got that wig on? Right? Then you get your other friend, and then her other friend bring it up, and they be like, girl, why Sheree having that wig? And you be like, girl, I don't know. I told her I did not like that wig, girl. I don't know why I told her to throw it in the trash can. She ain't want to listen. So, that could be a real life situation. But, Joy is looking at it like, girl, y'all talking about your homegirl like that? You see what I'm saying? That's probably how Joy was looking at it. But then it's also like, you think that Ashley is low-key phony. And see, this is what Joy does. Joy does not... It's like a game of semantics with Joy. Like, even with Arena calling Black shady. But then Joy literally doing a 180 and even saying at Arena's mother's birthday, when her and Ashley and Arena was speaking, that basically Arena was right. And then she even said it again in her confessional, right? But you try and act like that's not what you meant. But when the truth of the matter is, girl, she said shady. You didn't say shady, but she said shady, but you want to act like that's not what I said. But girl, at the end of the day, girl, that's really low-key what you meant. Right? So now, fast forward with Joy. While you didn't really... Did she call her phony? I'm not going to say she called her phone or called Ashley phony, but you have pretty much questioned the way that Ashley moves within her friend group, right? And so you're not calling her phony, but when you start to think about all the stuff that Joy has said, right, it's kind of like, girl, you all kind of calling her fake and phony, in a way. I feel like it's a game with Joy now. I do. My good eye is on Joy. I was going up for Joy at first. I was low-key going up for Joy and Cliff, quiet as it's kept. I was low-key going up for Joy and Cliff. It take a lot for me to go up for these niggas. Okay? It take a lot for me to go up for these niggas, guys. But I'm spitting all in y'all face, but I was low-key like, okay, Joy and Cliff might be all right. But I'm trying to still figure out what Joy is doing. Because again, it's like, if Ashley is these things that you think that she might be, then why are you still coming around her, right? So you don't go to her party because Cherelle is going to be there. And then Ashley says, well, girl, you've been to my party before and Cherelle was there. You didn't bump into her not one time. So, I got 4 levels. Basically, Ashley got a 4-story home, including the basement, I guess. And then we have a big backyard. So, girl, if and so I think that's when Ashley started thinking, well, maybe it's me and not necessarily Cherelle. Not to call her Cherelle. Then Ashley lets her know that, basically when I was being petty, and when Alicia was telling me what she was telling me, I let Alicia know that you guys were married. And then Joy was like, huh? I let her know you was married. I was like, girl, she married. Because Joy's reaction was, huh? You heard what the fuck she said. Oh, child. But yeah. Do y'all think I have that right on the whole Ashley, Alicia, and Joy situation? Like Joy, like my good eyes on Joy. Because it is like, girl, I get it. Like, you just met this girl. Okay, maybe Joy is... Okay, let me think about it. Maybe Joy is on some... Maybe Joy is basically saying my good eyes on Ashley. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe that's what Joy is saying. Like, I'm looking at you move A, B, okay. Girl, you seem all right, but I'm also my good eye. So maybe that's what Joy is coming from, too. Maybe I'm making excuses for Joy because I like Joy. Maybe that's what Joy is coming from, though. Maybe that's what she's coming from. Like, my good eye is on you, right? And there are things that you've done that made my antennas go up, but I'm still willing to give us a chance because it's early in our friendship, and I want to see exactly, how you really are. But I have seen you do some things that I didn't necessarily like. Maybe that's what Joy's coming from it. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.